Hello dear students, welcome to today's class. Today's in thermal engineering we will try to learn change in entropy of perfect gases during various reversible thermodynamics processes. In this class we will derive the equation for the change in entropy for perfect gases during following reversible thermodynamics processes. For constant volume process, that is isochoric process. For constant pressure process, that is isobaric process. For constant temperature process, that is isothermal process. For adiabatic process, that is isentropic process or constant entropy process. For these processes we will derive equation for change in entropy during process. Very first we will derive change in entropy. I will indicate it delta S, final change in entropy, in a constant volume process. From first law of thermodynamics, we know that in a process, heat supply is equal to change in internal energy plus work done during process. This already we know from first law of thermodynamics. So change in internal energy, we know that for any process will be mCv dt. Cv is the specific heat at constant volume and m is the mass of the gas and dt is the change in temperature, plus work done will be given by this expression P dV. This is the differential form of the thermodynamics equation which we have modified by writing mCv dt in place of change in internal energy and PdV in place of work done during process, and dq we leave as it is. Now we divide by t both sides and we get dq by t is equal to mCv dt by t plus mR dV by V. In place of P we can put mRT by V, and because we are dividing by T, then T will be cancelled. So finally we will get mR dV by V. In place of V we are putting this mRT by V, and again because we are dividing by T, so as this equation will divide by T, so this T will be cancelled and we will get mR by V and this dV. So this equation will turn in this form. Now we are writing this way, this equation dq by t and mCv dt by t plus mR dV by V. Say this is equation 1. As we know that for constant volume process, V is equal to constant. So when V is constant, then dV is equal to 0. So in this equation 1, this dV will be 0. So this equation will turn like this. Delta Q by T is equal to mCv dt by T. Now let us integrate both sides of the above equation. Integration of this process 1 to 2 is equal to mCv dt by T, integration from process 1 to 2. Now we know that dq by T, integration of this from 1 to 2 is the change in entropy. This indicates change in entropy from process 1 to 2. So that is we are writing delta as change in entropy is equal to mCv, and dt by t, the integration of dt by t will be log t, but limit is from 1 to 2, means temperature T1 to temperature T2. So we can write this lower by applying temperature, lower limit temperature T1, upper limit temperature T2, mCv log T2 by T1. So this equation give us change in entropy during constant volume process. Say this is equation 2. We can write one more form of this equation, change in entropy during constant volume process. Let us proceed. For volume is equal to constant, we know that the general gas equation will be P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2. Because volume is same, so V will be cancelled. So general gas equation will be done P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2. This implies T2 by T1 will be equal to P2 by P1. We will put now this T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 in equation 2. And we will get change in entropy is equal to mCv log P2 by P1. So this is equation 3. So this equation 2 and this equation 3 both gives us change in entropy during constant volume process. So this both equation is valid. These both are same. Whatever data is available, if you are available T2, T1, then use this equation. If you are having available P1, P2, use this equation. Both are same because T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1. So for constant volume process, the change in entropy will be given by equation 2 and equation 3. That is for V is equal to constant, change in entropy is equal to mCv log T2 by T1, or this may also be written as mCv log P2 by P1. Say this is equation 4. And let us draw TS diagram. We take x-axis entropy and y-axis temperature, and when we draw the TS diagram, we will get the curve this. Gradually when temperature will increase, the entropy will also increase, because change in entropy given by P2 by P1. This is the positive when entropy is increasing and P2 is increasing and T2 is increasing. So this will be TS diagram when for the constant volume process. Gradually temperature will increase and entropy will also increase. Now let us see the change in entropy in constant pressure process. This is over. Constant volume process over. Let us take change in entropy delta S in constant pressure process. Let us again come on the equation 1. That is common for all the process. From equation 1 we are having delta Q by T is equal to mCv dt by T plus mR dV by V. On integrating both sides, we will get dq by T from process 1 to 2 is equal to mCv dt by T from process 1 to 2 plus mR dV by V from process 1 to 2. So on integrating, we know this is the change in entropy from process 1 to 2. That I will write delta S is equal to mCv. This dt by T will be log T, and the limit is lower limit is T1, upper limit is T2. So we will write it mCv log T2 by T1 plus, and here lower limit is V1, upper limit is V2. So I will write here mR log V2 by V1. So this equation 5 will give us the change in entropy during constant pressure process. I will little bit modified it, and I will do it more short than it is looking like now. We know that for constant volume process, the general gas law will be like this: V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2, because P1 will be equal to P2, so that will be cancelled out. So V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. So from here we can write T2 by T1 is equal to V2 by V1. Now we put the value of V2 by V1 in equation 5 and we get change in entropy is equal to mCV log T2 by T1 plus mR log T2 by T1. Let us take common term out m log T2 by T1 and in bracket we get Cv plus R, and we know that Cp minus Cv is equal to R, so Cp will be equal to Cv plus R. So in place of Cv plus R we can put Cp. So this is a final equation for change in entropy for constant pressure process. Delta S is equal to mCp log T2 by T1, and because T2 by T1 is equal to V2 by V1, so we can also write delta S is equal to mCp log V2 by V1. So change in entropy will be equal to mCp log T2 by T1, or it may also be written as mCp log V2 by V1. Say this is equation 7. So when we compare the change in entropy in constant volume process and constant pressure process by keeping the limits T1 and T2 same, what we are observing, as from equation 4 for volume constant and change in temperature from T1 to T2, the change in entropy will be as. So once I am repeating it again because I'm just confused that I have recorded this or not. So for constant volume process we have V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. So we can write T2 by T1 is equal to V2 by V1. So again we put the value of T2 by T1 in equation 5, we get this, and we take out the common term m log T2 by T1 out, we are getting in bracket Cv plus R. And as we know that Cp minus Cv is equal to R, so Cv plus R can be written Cp. So we are writing Cp here. So we getting the final change in entropy in constant pressure process. Delta S is equal to mCp log T2 by T1. As because T2 by T1 is equal to V2 by V1, so we can also write V2 by V1 in place of T2 by T1. So change in entropy during constant pressure process will be mCp log V2 by V1 and also mCp log T2 by T1. This both will be valid for the change in entropy. Now for the same change in temperature, we are getting change in entropy mCp log T2 by T1 in constant pressure process and mCv log T2 by T1 in constant volume process. So this means that when V is constant, then change in entropy is mCv log T2 by T1, and for the same limit of temperature, same change in temperature, for constant pressure process, change in entropy will be mCp log T2 by T1. So as Cp is always greater than Cv by value R, and Cp is equal to Cv plus R, so mCp log T2 by T1 will be greater than mCv log T2 by T1. So in place of Cp we can write Cv plus R, and by breaking this in two terms, what we are thinking, this is the entropy for constant volume process and this is the entropy change for constant pressure process. So what we are thinking, this and this term is equal. So for constant pressure process, the change in entropy is this much greater than this. So this is extra. This is this much greater than from constant volume process, because this and this is equal. So from above equation it is clear that for constant pressure process, for same change in temperature, that is T1 to T2, the change in entropy will be mR log T2 by T1 more than the change in entropy in constant volume process. So now let us see the TS diagram for the constant pressure process. I will show you in next page. Suppose this line indicate the change in entropy during constant pressure process. Temperature is changing from T1 to T2, and this line indicating the change in entropy during constant pressure process. Temperature changing from T1 to T2. So in constant volume process, the change in entropy will be, here I am showing here in x-axis, entropy axis, from here to here, this is a change in entropy, that is mCv log T2 by T1. And for constant pressure process, change in entropy is from here to here, that is mCp log T2 by T1. And mCp log T2 by T1 is equal to mCv log T2 by T1 plus mR log T2 by T1. So what we are seeing that this much is entropy is more in constant pressure process if temperature limit we keep same T1 to T2. So just I am showing here by comparing this thing. So individually both diagram will be same. This is the diagram for constant pressure process, change in entropy, and this is the change in entropy during constant. When we compare, then we will have to show like this. Now let us see change in entropy in constant temperature process. Again we come in equation 1, that is the delta Q by T is equal to mCv delta dt by T plus mR dV by V. As because it is constant temperature process, so T is equal to constant. So when T is constant, then dt will be 0. And by putting here dt, this term will be 0. If we will put dt 0, so this equation will turn to delta Q by T is equal to mR dV by V. So integrating on both sides, we are having delta Q by T integration from process 1 to 2 and mR dV by V integration from process 1 to 2. This is the change in entropy. This term indicates change in entropy in the process. So delta S is equal to mR, and this will be log V, and the volume is changing from V1 to V2, so this will be log V2 by V1. So this equation 8 gives us the change in entropy during constant temperature process. As because temperature is constant, so if we will apply the gas law for the constant temperature process, we have P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So from here we get V2 by V1 is equal to P1 by P2. Now again equation 8, which is the for the change in entropy for constant temperature process, can be written again in this form also. Change in entropy is equal to mR log P1 by P2. In place of V2 by V1, we can write P1 by P2. So equation 8 and 9 both are valid for the change in entropy for constant temperature process. Now let us see the TS diagram for the constant temperature process. Here we are taking T and here we are taking S. Because temperature is constant, so the TS diagram will be parallel with this S axis, because temperature is not changing. So this is simply parallel line we will get parallel with the S axis. So this is the TS diagram for a constant temperature process. Now for adiabatic process, because there is no transfer of heat, so there is no change in entropy in that process, because delta Q by T, this term will be 0, and delta Q by T give us change in entropy. So for isentropic process, I am not mentioning here isentropic process, change in entropy during isentropic process, because there is no change, any change in entropy during isentropic process. Remember the equation 1, that is delta Q by T is equal to mCv dt by T plus whatever the next term. Here dq by T it represents the change in entropy, and because there is no transfer of heat in isentropic process, delta Q will be 0, so there is no change in entropy in isentropic process. So that is why I am not mentioning change in entropy for isentropic process here. So in this way, in this class we have covered the equations, derivation of equations for change in entropy for various reversible thermodynamics processes. So I request you to that you submit your assignment within 12 hours of uploading of this lecture, so that you could get your attendance and will not face any problem during the form fill up. And again and again I am repeating that file name should be very proper. That will help me to give you attendance. Thank you.